Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you're here. And before we go any further, let me not forget to tell you to like this video and subscribe so you can be notified whenever I post a video. Because believe me, I have a lot more coming your way. Okay, let me just stop being goofy, being stupid. Let's just get into the video, okay? Okay, now this video is going to be, how do I want to say? Basically, okay, I'm just gonna talk about the first time I had sex when I lost my virginity. Okay, so trigger warning now, and you'll know why when I get into the story, but I mean, I can't go into everything about this person because, like, there's so many stories, you know, whatever. So I'm just gonna, in this video, I'm just gonna tell the story of me losing my virginity, okay? So, I was 14 years old, like, just turned 14 years old, and I met this guy. He's a pedophile, but let me just stick to the video. Well, anyways, okay, it started out as I had this friend, little Mikey. We were the same age, or you know, around the same age. And my house was always, you know, one of those houses, you know, that all the kids hung out at, you know, and stuff. And, well, I remember I skipped school one day and I called Mikey and he was like, oh, hey, what are you doing? I didn't go to school either. You know, blah, blah, blah. He's like, well, what are you doing? He's like, I have my uncle here, you know, with a car, we can come pick you up. I'm like, okay, you know, well. And that's how it started. I mean, it wasn't his real uncle. It was just his mom's close friend who he called uncle or whatever. I know. Well, that's where it started at. I was 13 then. Okay. Hadn't even started my period yet. As a matter of fact. No. I had just started my period recently because I started my period just after my 13th birthday. So yeah, so I was new to just having my period, okay? And so that whole thing goes down, you know, with me meeting him or whatever. Now after this, me and his uncle, we just start hanging out like every day, like, and all we did was just drive around in the car, you know, all day long, like, and you know, me, my 13-year-old self, like, I thought I was fucking, you know, cool shit, you know, hanging out with an older guy, you know, not going to school, you know, just riding around all day, you know. So stupid. But you know, but I was young and dumb. Well, this went on for, I mean, months. And I mean, I would go to school, you know, it wasn't like I just took off, you know, every day. But, yeah, we started hanging out more, you know, like daily. And we weren't dating, going out, but it like kind of like just like happened. You know, like he had never asked me to like be his girlfriend, you know, or anything like that. But we were just, you know, we had started to get so close over time. And one thing about him that I have to mention is he's very cunning. And he's one of those people that, you know, tells funny jokes all the time. He's a funny person, you know, like he's got the gift of gab, you know. And he's at this point, like, I want to say 26 or 27. I don't know, we're 11 years apart. 11 and some change years apart altogether. And so you can do the math. And so yeah, we're hanging out, we're getting closer, you know, stuff like that. And then it just kind of goes into like we're a couple, you know. And I remember scratch that. Like, okay. We were hanging out all the time, and you know, and so everybody around us, you know, and stuff started to know, you know, oh, Sandy and Sandy and Sandy and you know, together all the time, you know. But we still hadn't had sex yet. I was still a virgin, you know. And so I had my 14th birthday. I remember that. And honestly, I'm not exactly sure how long it was after my 14th birthday, but I know it wasn't long. It wasn't, you know, that long, like 6 months or so, you know, after my 14th birthday. It was just a couple of months, yeah, after my 14th birthday. So I was 14, virgin, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, we go to our friend's house, our mutual friend's house, and I can't remember, you know, like all the details, you know, leading up to it, but basically we make our way to the bedroom. And I remember thinking, like, I always hung out with people older than me, you know, anyways, not that much older than me, but, you know, like my group of friends, you know, the older, you know, group. And so I was like the last one to start my period, you know, so I couldn't wait to, you know, start my period, you know, like everyone else. And I remember I was the last one to lose my virginity, you know, and it wasn't that I couldn't wait or anything, but I remember thinking in that moment, before we actually did, I remember thinking to myself, like, well, it's gonna happen someday. Might as well happen now. You know, and like, what a messed up way of thinking, you know. But anyways, and I remember, you know, we did, and it hurt. And I remember I was like, I wasn't freaked out, but I don't know, but he went to go get me a glass of water or, you know, something to drink or whatever. And I remember I was like, you know, laying on my side, like, you know, had the covers over me and everything. And he brought me the drink, and he sat down. He was naked. Okay. He sat down next to me, like, say I'm laying here, you know, and he sat down right here on the edge of the bed, you know, kind of sideways. And I remember, so he was like, here, have something to drink. And I remember when I sat up, I kind of didn't want to look, you know, or like see any parts, you know, or anything. And I remember I kind of leaned up, you know, a little bit, sat on my elbow and took the cup. And, you know, he was being all sweet and stuff, you know, of course, because he just got what he wanted. But, and I remember catching a glance of his member, and it was just like peeking over his legs, his thighs, you know, or whatever. And I remember thinking to myself in that moment, like, oh, I just had sex with that. Oh, I'm like, and that was it? Like, that was, like, that's what the big old hoopla, you know, that everybody's doing? Like, did I miss out on something? And and I have to say also, I didn't really enjoy it when I first, you know, was doing it, because I had some things happen to me before in the past, so I was kind of having flashbacks, you know, whatever. But But yeah, I just remember sitting there and thinking like, oh, I just had sex with that. Like, ooh, it doesn't look cute or pretty or nice. You know? And I was just like, like, okay, And unfortunately, ladies, the story doesn't end there. But like I said, there's way more stories that involve that person. And I'm gonna get into those, as my channel grows and, and gets bigger. I'm gonna make some videos about that subject because that's a very, what do I want to say? Like, I wish someone would have told me when I was younger, or like, I mean, besides my mom, but I just wish someone else would have, in my life would have, been like, ugh, like, he is way too old for you, Sandy, or, just like something. But it was weird. It was like, everybody went along with it. Like, it was normal. Like, it was weird. But anyways, I'm gonna end this video here. And leave me a comment if you've had a similar experience. But yes, please stay tuned. I have lots more to share with you guys, and I can't wait. I can't wait. But I love you guys, all 9 of you. I love you guys. And I can't wait to tell you another story next time. Bye.